Yeah, hi there. These comments, I'm going to just use your initials CH or CSC, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you completed the pronunciation pre-test for my online TOEFL course. So you're getting ready this week and next week to start posting integrated speaking practice tests. But before we do that, we want to make sure you don't have any problems with pronunciation.
Then 7. Pot, boat, wrong, grow, honor, over, father, taught.
That last word there is though.
Lesson 8. Pat, pot, map, mop, take, talk, and, on, make, mock. Lesson 9. Bright, wrong, royal, lie, loud, loyal, pie, pound.
Okay.
Lesson 10. Gate, get, late, let,
Good.
met, met, blade, bled, then.
Okay, this one, I think, lesson 10, you probably need to take a look at again. So if you go, it's mate, met, blade, bled, dane, den. So you have to make that vowel A longer than what you're doing, at least on the last 3 words there.
Lesson 11. Meet, meet, peat, pit, leap, lip, feet, sit, heat, hit.
The first one you had trouble, meet, met, peat, pit, but you did pronounce the other ones clearly, but still, I'm going to say that lesson number 11 you should probably review.
Lesson 12. Look, 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 took, tour, taught, could, cool.
Let's review those first ones. Look, Luke, luck. Those first 3 you're having a little bit of trouble with. So lesson 12 I think you should also take a look at.
Lesson 13. Match, mash, cheap, sheep, feature, fisher, shaft, shaft, cheer, shear.
Good.
Lesson 14. Off, half, half, fine, vine, van, then, weather.
Okay, good.
Lesson 15. How, habit, who, rehash, behavior, hate, Batman, bitten, important, brightening, headwreck, threatened.
Okay, this one you're having trouble. It's called the glottal stop. You can learn more about it when you go to pronunciation lesson 15. But basically it's the words Batman, bitten, important, brightening. You're saying Batman, bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, threatened. But native speakers, at least in American English, we don't really pronounce that T there. So if you want to pronounce it as a T, it's not a major problem, but I want you to be aware of how we pronounce it. So again, TOEFL pronunciation lesson 15, I think you should take a look at, particularly focusing on the glottal stop.
Lesson 16. Major, measure, fragile, freezer,
Fragile is the word there. Fragile. Actually, fragile. Sorry. Fragile and Frazier.
legend, legend, engine, Azure, large, Asia.
Okay, having a lot of trouble with these two sounds, so this is lesson number 16.
Lesson 17. Cake, cake, sink, sack, cam, cam, cap, gap, lake, leg.
The only thing you want to do here, though, when you have the G at the end, the vowel needs to be longer. So let's compare two words. Sink, sag. Lake, lag. Cake, keg. So when that K's at the end of the word, that's a voiceless consonant, so the vowel is going to be shorter. When the G's at the end of the word, the vowel which precedes it should be longer. So I think you can work on that a little bit more. So lesson 17.
Lesson 18. Lean, rear, better, luggage, rug, other, right, light, commentate. Lesson 19. Pass, bass, flap, flap.
No, it's flap, flab. Again, if you go back to lesson 17, it's pretty much the same rule. When the P's at the end of the word, because the P's a voiceless consonant, the vowel which precedes it should be shorter. But when the B's at the end of the word, a voice consonant, the vowel which precedes it should be longer.
Cap, cap,
No, it's cap, cab. Flap, flab.
lap, lab,
Lap, lab.
K, bay.
So I think you should also practice lesson number 19, particularly make sure when you put the B at the end or the P at the end, you change the duration of the vowel which precedes those sounds.
Lesson 20. Lease, lice,
It's lice, lice.
zip, zip, zoo, zoo, mess, math,
Maze, mace, maze.
Eliza, Eliza.
Yeah, I'm going to have you practice lesson 20 also.
Lesson 21. Multiple, Robert. Example, pressure, principle, number, people, philosophy. Lesson 22. Volcanism, return, maximum, question, summer, reason, champs, often.
Okay, I think this one you have chasm, often, summer, reason. I think you can probably practice those sounds too.
Lesson 23. Tip, dip, cart, card, tight, tide, train, drain, fat, fat, team.
So it's kind of the same thing if you go back to lesson 19, lesson 17 again. When the T's at the end of the word, because the T is a voiceless consonant, the vowel which precedes it should be shorter. When you put the D at the end of the word, because it's a voice consonant, the vowel which precedes that should be longer. So let's compare. Cart, card. Tight, tide. Fat, fad. You see what I'm saying? So you're not, when you put the D at the end, you're not making that vowel as long as it should be, and that can have some effect on your intelligibility.
Dream. Lesson 24. tie,
No, it's not tie, it's thigh. So you have to put the TH, put the tongue between your teeth, thigh.
thigh, breath, breath,
No, it's breath, breathe. Thigh, thy.
teeth, teeth,
Teeth. Teeth, teeth.
through, thought,
Though,
worth, worthy,
So you pronounce the last word pretty good. So the medial sound you like. But you're having trouble with the TH when it's at the beginning and at the end of the word, and especially depending on whether it's either a voiceless or a voice consonant. So definitely you need to practice that lesson too. So what do we got here? I just took notes. Probably you're taking notes at the same time as I am. So here are the lessons that you want to start practicing on a daily basis in order to improve your pronunciation of American English. Now, I recommend that you go through all of my lessons in the pronunciation section of my course, but pay more attention to the lessons I'm outlining in this video. Lesson number 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 22, 23, and also lesson number 24. All right, you see those? So those are lessons that you want to focus on.
Part B, question number 1. I had my bachelor's degree in Taiwan,
Okay,
and my major is electrical engineering.
cool.
After graduate, I was an engineer.
Okay, I think you want to say,
Lesson 24. Tie, thigh, breath, teeth. Part B, question number 1. I had my bachelor's degree in Taiwan, and my major is electrical engineering. After graduate,
I would say after graduating, I was an electrical engineer, not after graduate, or you can use the noun after graduation or after graduating. So not just graduate, that would be considered incorrect the way that you phrase that.
I was an engineer, and I worked for a company for 3 years.
Okay.
Now I'm here for prepare my master's degree.
I am here to prepare for my master's degree. So I would use there to prepare the infinitive to talk about reason or purpose.
The most important thing I have to improve my speaking and pronunciation is sometimes people cannot understand what I'm talking. Maybe just my...
You might say people cannot understand what I am saying. Use saying if you don't want to put anything after it, or you can say people don't understand what I am talking about. So if you use talking, you need to put a preposition after that.
speaking words, or I have a wrong pronunciation.
But you're also having some language use issues, which means you're not always sure what the correct word is or the correct grammar to express your idea. So your problems are not just pronunciation, but they also involve problems with vocabulary and grammar.
Question number 3. I hope I can know more vocabulary and know how to use them.
Yes.
Because it helped me to speak more clearly.
I agree.
And furthermore,
Now, what you can do to improve your vocabulary, you might want to write this down. I have a great lesson, probably my first lesson, which is going to be good for you, is vocabulary lesson number 3. So you can go to the third lesson in the vocabulary part of my course, right? Do that first. And then secondly, you can do vocabulary lesson number 4, then vocabulary lesson number 5, and vocabulary lesson number 6. So all 4 of those lessons will help you improve your vocabulary to approximately 1,700 TOEFL words. So you definitely can improve your vocabulary there.
it can help me on my reading.
No, you can stay here. Yeah, and it does help you with your reading, no doubt. So I agree with you 100% on that. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do right now is I just listened to your pronunciation pretest, so we're done with that. I just listened to your responses to the Part B questions, so I think it is entirely possible now for me to give you what I call an intelligibility score. Now, 1 would be a high beginner of American English, and then 7 would be a native speaker of American English. So where are you right now on this scale? So I'm going to put you at about 3.7 out of 7, intermediate level in your speaking abilities of American English and pronunciation for that matter. So as I said, you have some pronunciation issues that you need to work on right now. I just outlined exactly what those lessons are. But you also have to work on improving your vocabulary and your grammar. And I gave you some good tips on different lessons in my online TOEFL course that you can use to address those grammar issues. Anyway, thank you for completing the pretest, and keep